thing, I'm going home next week, which I'm really excited for. However, last year when I filmed my December wrap up, I was back home already and I didn't have the books I've read for like half the wrap up, which was kind of sad. So I decided that this year I'm gonna try and do like a 2-part wrap up because I don't want to take all the books with me just to show them for one video. So I'm gonna film everything I've read until now, right now obviously, and then I'm gonna do the second part when I'm back home. So the first book I read in the month of December was Another Day by David Levithan, yeah, that guy. This is the second part to Every Day, and the basic plot is that A is someone who wakes up in a different body each day, and then A meets Rhiannon, gosh, those names. And Every Day is the first part, as I said, where A describes their life and how they meet Rhiannon. And now Another Day is the second part where Rhiannon describes those meetings and yeah, this process of understanding how A's life works. And I think this was really interesting just because it gave a different perspective on it all. What I really liked in Every Day was those different perspectives on different lives, and I think Every Day is really like open-minded and understanding, and Another Day still is that, or Rhiannon tries to be open-minded. However, of course, she does have some problems with it, and some problems with meeting a different person every day, basically. Therefore, this is a bit more realistic or critical. Then I actually read 2 comics for the #Yearathon. The wrap up on that will be in the down bar below and probably right here if I remember it. And those comics were the second part of Planet Hulk and the first part of Spider-Man 2099. As I said, the wrap up will be linked, so you can just watch that for my detailed opinion. So I'm just gonna make it quite short. I really like this one. I really didn't like this one. And then for my every month one Harry Potter book challenge this year, I finished the Hogwarts Library by reading The Tales of Beedle the Bard. First of all, can we just talk about how really beautiful this cover is? It's just so gorgeous. Plus it's really Ravenclaw-y and I like that. So the Tales of Beedle the Bard are just kind of magical fairy tales. Yeah, there are 5 and those are The Wizard and the Hopping Pot, The Fountain of Fair Fortune, The Warlocks, Harry Hart, Babbity Webbity and Her Cackling Stump, and The Tale of the 3 Brothers. There are also always comments by Dumbledore on each fairy tale, which I wasn't that interested in. It was nice because there was also like some historical background on the fairy tales themselves. However, I really just read the fairy tales and kind of read over Dumbledore's notes on it. I enjoyed the fairy tales. I've gotta say, some of them are quite harsh and quite brutal. However, if you think about Muggle fairy tales, they can be quite brutal as well. But it was just really interesting to, again, as with the entire Hogwarts Library, see how much thought J.K. Rowling put into this. And then there was one movie I've watched so far, which was Star Trek Beyond. I've never seen the Star Trek movies just because in the Star Trek movies they have the original Enterprise crew and I'm not such a big fan of them. And this film kind of proved that point again. I did enjoy the film. It was really funny, which was quite a surprise. But still, I'm not a big fan of the crew and I don't think I'm not gonna buy the DVD, that's for sure, but I'm not quite sure whether I'm gonna like rewatch it, whether I'm gonna watch the other films. I think I'm just gonna stay with the TV show. I'm a real Trekkie when it comes to that, but the film, as I said, it was funny, it was enjoyable, it just isn't as good as the other generations in my opinion. But yeah, that's what I've read and watched so far. Here's future Hannah telling you what she read. Hey guys, future Hannah here to tell you that I still am reading The Vegetarian. I'm not finished yet. It's quite a process, however I am nearly done with it, and since I plan on doing a whole detailed review in January, I think I'm just gonna put it into this web up, tell you what I think of it by now, and if my opinion does change like really drastically, I'll tell you somewhere in the comments down below. It's really extreme, it's quite impressive, and it's not really about vegetarianism. That's what I gathered so far. So it's kind of about this woman who becomes a vegetarian because of really brutal dreams, which are also described in detail. So I guess there are a lot of trigger warnings here for like brutality and murder and blood and eating disorders and explicit sexual context. This is one of those books where I'm not quite sure whether I like it or not. I do continue reading because I want to know if there's some sort of end to this story, but yeah, as I said, it's quite extreme, it's quite brutal. It's from different points of view on this woman, so we get like different opinions on her change of behavior, which is rather interesting. That's my thoughts on it so far. As I said, in January I'll do a detailed review, and as soon as that's up, the link to that will be in the description down below. However, I also just saw Star Trek 1 and 2, so what's it, Star Trek and Star Trek Into Darkness. And as I said before about Star Trek Beyond, I'm not a big fan of the Enterprise crew. However, this first film, oh my gosh, I loved it so much. They're all so cute and innocent and sweet, and I love that first film. It just shows a really different character or different character traits in all those people. Like, I loved Spock. I normally have a lot of problems with Spock, but I really liked him in the first film. I even kind of got along with Kirk, which is like a world wonder. So I really liked the first Star Trek film. I enjoyed it so much. The second one, Into Darkness, was okay, it was nice, especially with like those, as I said, new character traits or old character traits from the first film in mind. The second one was quite interesting from its character development, however I did miss a bit of like a plot. In hindsight, now in the context of those three films together, I do actually also like the third one, Beyond. So that's actually it for the entire December wrap up. Sorry it had to be in those two parts, it's just easier that way for me. And yeah, that's it for 2016. I hope you had a nice year, I hope you had lots of reasons to smile and that you still have a reason to smile every day, because your smile is beautiful. And yeah, I shall see you next year, I guess. Goodbye.